that he feels like you've really stepped up this spring. He says that you're probably the fastest guy on the field whenever you're out there. Do you feel like you're kind of growing into your final form here?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely starting to feel more comfortable, like weight-wise, just physical-wise. The game's slowing down a lot, like the older you get, and parents and all those guys are helping me out, getting to the point where I need to be. But yeah, overall I feel like much better, getting to the point where the coaches want me to be in the end goal.
What's been the most difficult part of transition? In high school you played kind of receiver, a little bit of tight end, but being a full-time tight end, what's been maybe the biggest part of that transition?
The biggest part, I'd definitely say like blocking down in the C gap, all that stuff, blocking bigger edge guys, putting on weight to get to where I need to be. Just that, I'd say that's definitely the biggest transition for me. Just a lot bigger guys and reps.
How valuable was that experience for you last year at the end of the year, just to be able to get a lot of time on the field? Obviously, got your first touchdown on the bowl game. What was that like?
Yeah, it's huge. Just getting like a feel for everything, if that makes sense. Getting on the field with some of those guys, the experienced guys and the guys that left. Like I said, just getting a feel for it, transition into this year, get a little momentum going in. It was really good.
What was your welcome to college football moment in practice? I mean, you had a defensive line of guys who were 6, 7 years older than you, many of them with children.
Yeah.
Like what was, when Brandon Dorless or Jordan Birch over there on the edge?
I think it was definitely Mace Funa. We're doing like a 6-tech, 9-tech drill, and I come off the edge. He just grabbed me and kind of almost just threw me to the ground like I was nothing. He's definitely like, hey, this isn't Idaho football anymore.
What have been kind of your impressions of Dylan and Dante and how they interact with each other and how they compete?
They're both awesome humans. I can say one thing about them: they're always trying to get better, always looking for ways for us to get better. They're super, they communicate with everyone. Anytime you need them to do anything, throw after, they're going to try to get extra work any way you can. I really like both of them. Playing with both of them is awesome. They're going to put the ball where it needs to be. They're both playmakers. Like, it's really good to be around them.
How have you changed your body since arriving here? Like when you talk about being an end-of-line guy and a blocking guy, like what kind of weight have you added since, and where's your goal weight for the season?
Right. I think I came around 219. Right now I'm sitting around like 240. So yeah, just put on weight and then just try not to lose speed. If that makes sense, I'll put on weight. So just staying lean, but also able to move around and like the angles and things I need to do where I can still be valuable in certain areas. But yeah, that's just the biggest like weight transition for me.
You mainly at the Y? Are you getting some looks at the H? Or?
Yeah, kind of all over, honestly.
So Terrence called you one of the fastest on the team. Do you feel like you're one of the fastest guys on this team?
Yeah. Yeah. I would say, I don't want to say, I'm definitely like not the fastest or anything. There's guys that are like Kamari and stuff and Devin Jackson that's really fast. But yeah, I'm definitely up there, maybe like top like 10, top 5 around there.
What do you feel like is the area that the team has kind of grown the most so far this spring that you guys are excited to show at the spring game in a couple weeks?
Honestly, I'm just being mature and selfless, understanding what we have like at risk, what the team is all working towards. That's one thing we've been really like honed in on this year, is just knowing what we can do and what we're capable of this season and not letting anything get in the way. So I think we're going to come out there really serious. No one's going to mess around. I think everyone's just going to get to work and good things are going to happen.
Drew was talking about the leadership that Ferg and Pat bring to the room. As a younger guy, can you just speak on just how that's impacted you?
Yeah, they kind of just took me under their wing. Like I said, I couldn't say one bad thing about them. Whether it's outside the facility or where it's here, if I needed any help with anything, they're there for me. Watching them on the field has helped me a lot. They've had a lot of experience. They're both good guys that can go play at the next level. Like I said, they help me anyway. Terrence, he's got a lot of reps. He's got a lot of touchdowns, all that stuff. He's amazing, one of the best to do it out here. And just being under them and just, them helping me out, seeing the things that I need to work on. But that goes out both ways too. I can help them out too, push them, like they both know where we're at and what we could do as a unit. I think it could be really special this year.
How do you approach the opportunity in front of you? Because Casey did move on and, he had reps, so there are reps out there for the taking, even with two proven guys atop things.
So there is opportunity with Casey leaving and stuff. I'm not sure what my role is going to look like this year. I'm just fighting for reps with Pat and Ferg ahead of me. I know we're going to work really well together. I think it's all going to be really good.
What are areas that you are looking for, other than blocking like you mentioned, but what are the areas that throughout spring, throughout the offseason that you're looking to improve on?
Just mentally, for sure, looking to identify defenses and just want to know every position on the field. Because if they need to throw me anywhere, I'm capable of doing that. So just knowing everyone, what everyone does, not just the Y or the A in the offense, and just being able to go anywhere.
Being from Idaho, do you know Gatlin Bair at all? I know he's from the small area.
Yeah. I played 7-on with Gatlin a couple tournaments. He's a really good kid. Work ethic, all these, probably the most athletic kid I've ever met in my life.
I was going to say, who's the better athlete?
Yeah, I'd give it to him. there's not very many guys in the world that can do what he does. So yeah, for sure. He's a good kid though.
Good.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you guys.